Hello, Captains! This is the Doctor, and we've got some Star Trek Online news for you today. There is actually quite a bit of Star Trek Online news that's been posted recently in the last couple of weeks since the summer event has started, and I'm going to go over the major points. There's still a few things in there that you can check out yourself on StarTrekOnline.com, but I'm going to go over the big things we all want to know about. So here I am on StarTrekOnline.com, the main news webpage, and as you can see, you can scroll down through all the news bits here yourself and read all of that. But I've got a few tabs opened up here that I'm going to hit here. And the first one, this is the biggie right here, is Season 13.5 comes to PC July 18th. So, as is typical lately, we are getting a half-season update. Apparently, they can't fit everything in a whole season update, so they give us these 0.5 or half of season updates between the big version numbers. Don't know why that keeps happening, but it does, and that's what we're getting. Now, after I read this, it's a very small update, so I'm not even sure if it considers it to be a half-season update. Maybe it just should have come out with Season 13 or be part of Season 14. I don't know. All that aside, let's see what we've got. On July 18th, the newest update to Star Trek Online comes to Captains on the PC. Season 13.5 will bring with it a brand new featured episode. That's pretty much par for the course for a season update these days, is a new featured episode. A new Endeavor system, which we're going to talk about, for Captains to conquer, and a brand new Admiralty campaign featuring the Ferengi. So yeah, three things, one of which is a featured episode, which isn't even really considered part of season updates, but has been. And so really we're only getting two things: the Captain's Endeavor system and a new Admiralty campaign. That's not a lot for a half-season update, if you see what I mean there. So it looks like the new episode is going to be called Brushfire. Players will be contacted by the legendary Klingon General Rodek, voiced by Tony Todd. He's found a secret prison run by the Sona, the alien race from Star Trek Insurrection, and needs your help to rescue a special prisoner. That prisoner, Captains will come to learn, is former Klingon Chancellor Martok, voiced by J.G. Hertzler, who originated the role in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. The Alliance hopes that Martok will be the key in halting the protomatter-fueled advance of the Zinkethi. So, they just spoiled the big reveal. What the hey? Okay. Wow. It's like there's this secret contact you'll be making contact with. Oh, and by the way, it's former Klingon Chancellor Martok. Let's just go ahead and spoil that for you right there in the next sentence. So, don't know what that's all about, but there you go. That's happened anyway. Captains will also get access to our brand new Endeavor system, which offers new challenges in the content you play every day. Players can participate in a new Endeavor every few days and earn immediate rewards for completing specific in-game tasks. These tasks will take you to areas of the game you might play, or to content you've never had the chance to try, all for exciting rewards. And finally, Season 13.5 introduces a new Ferengi Admiralty campaign, which lets captains send ships on assignments, blah, blah, blah. It's just a new Admiralty thing. And it's Ferengi this time. We can't wait for you to experience everything Season 13.5 has to offer on July 18th. Well, you just said what everything is, and it's not much. It's an Endeavor system, it's a Ferengi Admiralty, and a new mission to play. Okay, that's not a lot. Oh boy, tell you what, it's like the updates that we get each season and each half season are getting lesser and lesser. They keep introducing lesser and lesser things, and then they spoil it for you right in the text, and don't even get that awe-inspiring like whoa moment anymore, because they just spoil for you who's coming. I get that they want to drum up excitement for the new voice actor, or I should say older voice actor who's been in Deep Space Nine and now coming to the game, which will be quite cool. I mean, that's definitely cool, but spoiling it for us right here, or just the next sentence in, come on. Okay, let's move on, because obviously we want to look at the two things that we're going to get for Season 13.5. First, we've got a Ferengi Admiralty Campaign. I don't know how excited I can get about this. It's basically just a way to get some more Latinum, and I don't even use Latinum as it is in the game right now. But it's another way to get Latinum. You can use the Admiralty system and do that. The Admiralty system is good for one thing for sure, and that is XP. So if you need a lot of XP, this is another one you can grind out to get some XP. An upcoming update will offer new opportunities to progress within the Admiralty system with the addition of a new Admiralty campaign, the Ferengi Trade Alliance. This campaign focuses on aiding in the acquisition of trade goods and wealth to create a stronger economy within the allied spaces of the Milky Way galaxy. Completing assignments for the Ferengi Trade Alliance offers various rewards, with a primary focus on dilithium ore and gold-pressed latinum. Completing all 10 tour of duty assignments for the Ferengi Trade Alliance will reward players with 30,000 dilithium ore. Okay, 30,000 dilithium. I mean, that's definitely very good. I think the Klingon one already gives you dilithium as well. Reaching Tier 10 within the Admiralty campaign grants players access to Quark's Triumph, an epic quality admiral ship. Quark's Triumph is a high-end cruiser. As with other Admiralty campaigns, the Ferengi Trade Alliance campaign becomes available upon reaching level 52. We look forward to admirals rolling up their sleeves, blah, blah, blah. So another Admiralty campaign. I see them just adding lots of these in the future because it's an easy way for them to give you more things to grind, i.e. more things to go in the game and do, to grind, and to hopefully get more players, to just spend more time in the game. That's what all this is about anyway. So that's just another thing there. Not surprised that it's a Ferengi, so kind of makes sense, I guess, that we would get something like that. Let's move on to, let's go ahead and go to the Endeavor system right over here. Now, this is a new thing we're getting, so, I'll give it that. It's a new system. It's a new way to earn more rewards and XP and all that stuff, and hopefully reward captains for the time spent in the game. That would be very cool. I also see this as a way for them to get people to play more things in the game that people have stopped playing. Because, after a certain time, there's certain things or areas in the game you just don't go to anymore or do anymore. And I think this is a way to get people into other parts of the game. If that's true, I don't mind that idea, because I think there are abandoned areas and parts of the game that are abandoned, and they need more. They just need more. They need more people playing them, and more people there in those areas, more people doing stuff. So if this is a way to do that, I'm actually all for that, because I think that needs to be done. One area where this is a real big problem is older STFs, that after everybody's played them, or you get that reputation done, people stop playing those STFs to get those reputation marks. And so some of those older things kind of get left behind, and nobody's really playing those. I'd like to see a way to get more interest in some of those things so that there's more people playing them. But let's read about this, because I really don't know a whole lot about this yet. Are you up to the task? Adding new challenges to Star Trek Online, we present the Endeavor system, a limited time challenge from which you can gain rewards. It will come to Star Trek Online in a future update. Every 2 to 3 days, a new endeavor will begin. Pursue this goal, such as defeating enemies of a certain type, or inflicting damage with a particular kind of energy weapon, or participating in queues, or contributing to your fleet, or finishing R&D projects, or one of many other tasks, and you'll earn instant rewards. Then the next endeavor will arrive in just a few days, and you can pursue a new goal to gain even more rewards. Guys, who this is really going to make happy? Those that seek accolades. I'll tell you that much. Because this almost seems like an accolade reward system. Go and do this many things, and then you get an accolade, you get a reward for it. It feels like that kind of thing, and I like it. I am in love with that. I am in on this. This sounds good. Endeavors will update for Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, and Friday through Sunday. So you'll have opportunities to pursue many different goals throughout the week. Whichever endeavor is active will be active for all players, so you can team up with your friends and fleet mates to complete many of them, and the endeavors cover a wide range of activities, so if you don't like one, you might love the next one. Great idea. I am 100% in on this. The current endeavor will appear on your mission tracker above your current missions. Credit for it is automatic. You don't need to hail anyone. Just doing the task specified in the endeavor will earn credit. When you finish the job, you'll be granted rewards automatically. Hallelujah, that is the greatest system I've ever heard of right there. Oh my gosh, that sounds awesome. So you don't have to hail anyone to start this. You don't have to track it in your mission tracker. You literally just see it there. Go do it whenever you want. Get all the things that you need to do it. And it automatically completes and automatically rewards you. That is the best system ever. Thank you for finally giving us some kind of system that actually makes sense and sounds good. Wow, that's awesome. Endeavors may encourage you to try gear that you haven't used before, or to play content that you haven't tried yet. Many of them will reward you just for playing the game. You'll gain a mix of rewards like a pile of energy credits, a box of marks, bonus dilithium, crafting materials, or extra experience points, with a chance to jackpot for an extra large prize from any of the above. The Endeavor system will be coming soon to Star Trek Online and heading to our Tribble, our test environment, even sooner. Check back for more information. Excuse me, guys, I am totally in on this Endeavor system. This is brilliant. This is perfect. I like this idea. Like, let's just do an example. This is probably what it's going to be like. An Endeavor for those days that it's running may be like, go kill 100 Gorn ships. Okay, so you go to all the patrols and all the things where there's Gorn ships, and you kill 100 ships, you know, throughout that time period that it's active, and then you automatically get the reward. I mean, that is taking you into territory you may not have explored before or have not been in a very long time, and it'll introduce you to like a patrol where there may be Gorn ships where you can just keep going back and, you know, back into that patrol and getting lots and lots of Gorn ships. This is brilliant. This will allow us to explore areas of the game that we've either forgotten about or haven't done, since if you're an in-game, you know, player for 7 years, an area of the game you might not have been in a long time, or new players, this will help them realize that there are other things in the game. It'll help them realize there are these things called patrols, that there are, you know, these types of ships out there, or whatever, you know, kind of out there. And like it said, you may even try a new energy type you've never tried before. It'll entice you to try. It may say, you know, like kill a certain amount of things with anti-proton weapons, but you've never used anti-proton weapons before. Well, now you'll get the chance to use them, try it out, and see if you like anti-proton weapons, and practice with that. I mean, holy crap! It's a new way. It's a good way to introduce new players to things they might not know about, and it's a good way to reintroduce older players to things they may have forgotten about, and to bring light to areas of the game that have been left, you know, by the wayside. And it sounds fun anyway, and it sounds like this is going to be an ongoing thing where it's just like, you know, every week there's going to be like a few different endeavors, and you don't have to do it. It's completely optional. But if you're in the game and it's like, kill this many ships, and you're like, yeah, I can go do that in 5 minutes, get over with, done. Go do it. That would be fun. I like this Endeavor system, guys. I am in on this. When this gets introduced in Season 13.5, I am definitely going to make a video about the Endeavor system, and I will record some of the endeavors, some of the new Endeavor whatever objectives they have to complete, and record it. I will do that because I really, really like the sound of this. This is good. I'm in on the Endeavor system. So I guess there's one good thing about Season 13.5, other than the featured episode. Alright, let's go on to the next thing. Just wanted to point out there's a lifetime subscription sale. This is important because I really have gotten a lot from being a lifetime subscriber to Star Trek Online. But now I got my lifetime back in year 1 of the game, and here we are in year 7. So, you know, it's paid itself off over that time for me. I don't know if it will for you or not, unless you plan to play the game for many, many years. But I just want to say, for me, it was a good purchase decision, and it does get you a lot of things if you get a lifetime subscription, because you get instantly all of the veteran rewards, and the veteran rewards themselves can be extremely beneficial to a player. There's free ships there. You can get a free tier 6 ship. There's lots of benefits with that. So I just want to point that out. Until July 27th, there's a sale. It's down to $199. This is the time to get it. If you want to get a lifetime subscription, you want to do it while it's on sale, because the regular price of $300 is a ripoff. But on sale at $199, it's worth it. If you are not familiar with what the differences are between the silver, the gold, the lifetime, I do have a video about that I made a long time ago. I will put a link to it in the top right corner of this video. You can click that and watch that video, and you will learn what the differences are between silver, gold, and lifetime reward, and what the veteran rewards are, and what all of that gets you. If you're curious, that will help you make a decision on if you want a lifetime subscription to this game or not. Also, I was looking through the news, and it looks like they've updated the Constitution and Miranda ships. So we're getting some new ship updates here on these two ships. Now, why these two ships? I can only speculate. It must have something to do with an upcoming mission that they plan to have. Maybe it's the next one. Maybe it's another one after that. I'm not sure. But they usually update these ships like this if they're going to be introduced in a big way in a new mission, or a big part of a new mission, or if they're going to be doing some kind of bundle or ship sale or something like that. So they're doing an update to these two ships. The Constitution is iconic. I love the design of it. It's beautiful. The Miranda, also very iconic and beautiful. It says, "Greeting captains, the ship team and all the artists are hugely passionate fans of Star Trek universe, and we're always looking for ways to make the universe of Star Trek Online feel even closer to canon that we all know and love. With that in mind, lead ship artist Thomas Marone has created several new updates to classic ships that we think you'll love. Soyuz class and Miranda class improvements. A little while ago, we were proud to introduce the revamped model of the venerable Miranda class starship. While everyone was excited to see the classic ship get a facelift, there were a few visual options some of you hoped for that didn't quite make it in. We heard your feedback and spent some extra time at the shipyards to bring you these options, which will be available in an upcoming update. Fleet Advanced Light Cruiser Tier 6 Update Soyuz Class. Only seen in Star Trek Next Generation episode Cause and Effect, the Soyuz class USS Bozeman is a striking variant of the Miranda, with its extended aft hull and large equipment pod attachments. Now, captains who purchase a Fleet Advanced Light Cruiser Tier 6 will have access to this variant's parts, and it's fully customizable with other Miranda variants. If you already have a Fleet Advanced Light Cruiser Tier 6, you will also have access to the Soyuz parts. So that's pretty cool. Remember the Bozeman and Cause and Effect? Very cool that they brought that in here. More Miranda part options. So you can see here, new customization options that will be freely available for any Starfleet Light Cruiser or Advanced Light Cruiser Tier 6. Miranda class as seen in DS9 Sacrifice of Angels. So these are different variants of the Miranda that have been seen in the show. We've got the Miranda Beta Strut. Beta Strut, when we announced a revamp of the classic Miranda, some players are sad to see Cryptic's update of the Miranda's roll bar disappear, so we've created a new version of the strut that has the embedded deflector dish on it as a homage to the way the ship looked at the launch of Stowe. You got Type 8 material and Type 8B material. Type 8B material, while the white pearlescent look of the new Type 8 material is faithful to the appearance of Starfleet ships in the era of Star Trek the Motion Picture and Star Trek II The Wrath of Khan. As these ships saw more use in later productions, they began to appear in slightly darker, more grayer tones. The Type 8B material, freely available to all light cruiser and advanced light cruiser variants, replicates this look of the ships in the later Star Trek films and TNG and onward. So basically a new skin that kind of more to the TV show version. And then we're getting Constitution class model improvements here. This is an almost entirely new Enterprise, Captain Decker said to Admiral Kirk at the beginning of Star Trek the Motion Picture. Behind the scenes, Star Trek's ascendance to the silver screen called for a newly redesigned Starship Enterprise befitting the scope of the film. That ship, designed by Andrew Probert and Richard Taylor, has become one of the most beloved iterations of the Enterprise across 50 years of Star Trek's history. The Constitution-class refit is a fan favorite of many Star Trek Online players as well, and many of you have been requesting an update for its skin to match the visual detail and fidelity of our more recent Starship releases. We are pleased to now share that the work has been completed and a brand new Constitution refit model is coming to Star Trek Online in a future update. Like all our other model refreshes, this is a free update for players who own either the Cruiser or Temporal Light Cruiser Tier 6. It includes the Type 8 and Type 8B materials recently added to the Miranda class. In addition, captains who own the Temporal Light Cruiser Tier 6 will be able to use the NX and NX refit materials on their ship as well. And look at the model changes. I mean, you can just tell the saucer is just a little bit bigger, a little bit different than the cell. Definitely, they are upgrading the entire ship here, and I like this. Old left versus new right, so this is great. I love that ship. It's iconic. I flew this ship for a very long time myself just because I love the way it looks. Where No Man Has Gone Before variant. As a bonus, we've also created another classic variant of the Constitution class. Hardcore Trek fans might know that before the original Star Trek series began, there were 2 pilot episodes created to sell the NBC television network on the show. In each pilot episode, and then in the actual series, the Enterprise model had small but noticeable variations. Now, we are offering new parts based on the appearance of the ship in the second pilot episode, Where No Man Has Gone Before. Oh, this is really cool. I mean, they're really getting hardcore here on some of these older designs. This is like really neat stuff here. I do realize these differences. See the Bussard collectors, and then the ends here. Yeah, this is cool. These parts are free additions to both the Constitution betas. They are fully customizable. Look at that. I mean, this is cool. So in the pilot version, you had this kind of end here and these points here, but in the series version, it was like that. That is so cool. We hope we enjoy these new Starship options as you seek to discover what's out there that-a-way. I like this. So they're updating these for a reason. Either they're just doing it randomly for who knows what, or maybe there's a reason why they're doing these. I don't know, but they're doing them, and I like it, so let them do it. That's cool. Okay, let's get this out of the way first. We have a veteran from DS9 now joining the voice actors of Star Trek Online. We've got Martok coming. Of course, we just talked about that, but Martok is coming. He's in the game, and the original voice actor is voicing him. So just wanted to put that out there and show that. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. So we'll have to see how that works in the game, but I mean, it never hurts to get another veteran voice actor from Star Trek actually in Star Trek Online. Just makes it feel all the more real. And let's talk about the Kobayashi Maru event. This is a new event. Basically, they took what used to be no-win scenario and revamped it and given us the Kobayashi Maru event. Now, this is one of those limited time events that they bring out on a weekend and let you do, and then it goes away. But basically, it's no-win scenario, or what no-win scenario used to be, with difficult waves of enemy one after the other, increasing difficulty. But now they've added hazards. They've added space hazards, and they've added buffs or debuffs that they call affixes. This is the Kobayashi Maru. 19 periods out of Altar 6, we have struck a gravitic mine and have lost all power. Our hull is penetrated and we have sustained many casualties. Prepare to face the most infamous Starfleet test, the Kobayashi Maru. The original no-win scenario comes to Star Trek Online as a limited-time challenge for your captains. How long can you hold out against ambushing enemy ships? Can you keep the Kobayashi Maru intact while facing down waves of hostile attackers and space hazards? What would Kirk do? The Kobayashi Maru event will come in 2 forms, timed and untimed. In each case, you will fight to keep the freighter intact while destroying successive rounds of enemies who will become more and more dangerous as the simulation continues. The longer you last, the greater your rewards. Once everyone on your team is defeated at the same time, or when the timer runs out, if you're playing the time version, the mission ends. The mission also ends if the Kobayashi Maru is destroyed. Participating in the Kobayashi Maru event will give you a choice of marks, and if you survive for a significant amount of time, you'll also earn bonus dilithium ore. Playing the Kobayashi Maru for at least 3 days out of the event's duration will also unlock special limited-time rewards for you. The Prolonged Engagement Phaser Beam Array and Prolonged Engagement Phaser Dual Cannons, which are both energy weapons that become stronger the longer that your ship is in combat. The Kobayashi Maru event will run on PC starting on June 29th and end July 3rd. The queue is available to all captains level 50 plus. So I'm recording this literally the day before the last day of this event. I've been on vacation and I just got back and just found out about the event. So unfortunately, I don't have enough time to get the reward. It's just the way it is. I didn't know this was going to come out this weekend, but I was gone anyway. Now I'm back, so not going to have enough time to get the reward. But I did have enough time to record 2 matches of this. So I will be posting the first match in my cruiser and then the second match in my escort. One timed, one untimed. And you can see what this event was all about. And I talk a lot more about it in those 2 videos that I'm going to publish after this one. So you can watch that, but of course, by my publishing, this event will probably already be over. So I do not have enough time to get the reward, but it was cool while it lasted, I guess. And I guess those that wanted or benefited from that kind of reward will enjoy that. I did enjoy this mission. I liked it. It is only a limited time, so they bring it out every now and then, but I honestly wouldn't mind seeing it more permanent in the game. I thought this was actually quite a lot of fun. Well, that's pretty much all the news, folks. That's all I've got today. I don't want to make this an extremely long video, but I do want to say here, key points. Season 13.5. We want to expect that on July 18th, so that's the big thing we're going to, look at and pay attention to. But it's not a lot of new stuff. It's just a featured episode, the Endeavor system, and a new Admiralty campaign. So there's only 3 things. Very, very small. However, even though there's not many updates with this new season, I think the Endeavor system itself sounds incredible, and I cannot wait to play it. I'm most excited about the Endeavor system. I really, really am. And of course, playing the new featured episode as well. That's what interests me. So, that's where I'm going to leave us on the news for today. That ends the current news. This will bring us up to, right now, it is Sunday, July 2nd. So, this is the news as of July 2nd. Any more news comes out about the Endeavor system or Season 13.5 or anything else, I will post subsequent videos, of course. But for now, that's where I'm going to end it. Let me know in the comments what you think of Season 13.5 coming up and all these new things. Looking forward to that. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.